Hey guys, Amy here. I am going to be discussing episode 17 in Jesus' life, the crucifixion. I'll be going over these discussion questions. So the first one is, was this time in Jesus' life a high point or a low point? And give your reasons. I think it's a high point for the same reason that Andrew said last week was a high point. Jesus is at the end of his mission here on this earth, and he is about to be victorious over all of this, even though it's probably the most difficult time. It's a high point. Can you relate to this situation or any of the characters? If so, how? I can relate to lots of the characters, but mainly I can relate to the criminal on the cross next to him and him needing to be saved, and asking Jesus to remember him when he goes into his kingdom. I need Jesus to remember me every day and to help me as I am dealing with the consequences of my own sin, just like the guy on the cross, to save me from myself. So I can relate to that. Consider all the ways in which the King of the universe is being humiliated in this moment. What do we learn about his character amidst humiliation? Jesus continues to show his patience and compassion with people in the way that he, just talks to his Father and asks for him to forgive them because they don't know what they're doing, even though they know full well that they're crucifying an innocent man. And, he's full of compassion. He tells the guy on the cross next to him, "Truly I say to you today, you'll be with me in paradise." And he doesn't respond to their criticism. He's quiet. And so it's just par for the course with Jesus, remaining true to himself. And even though he is suffering and in so much pain, spiritually, mentally, physically, he remains concerned about others, which is amazing. I stub my toe and say things I shouldn't. So, yeah, we learn a lot about him in that moment. Question 4. Hebrews 12:2 says, Jesus, who for the joy that was set before him endured the cross, despising the shame. What is the joy set before him that would cause him to willingly endure the cross? Well, one, he's enduring the cross out of obedience to the Father. But the joy set before him, I think, is just simply the redemption of creation. Him being where he rightfully belongs at the right hand of the Father, and two, him looking towards the day when all of the people that he has been given are finally with him in eternity, and all things are made new. And I think that's the joy that he's looking forward to. Jesus was single-minded in his mission to spread the kingdom. What would it look like if we were equally focused? Well, the thing I was thinking about with Jesus being single-minded is Jesus has seen where we are headed. He knows the glory of heaven. He knows what fellowship with the Father is like. He knows that the purity of that. He clearly sees everything that he is working towards, while we are using our eyes of faith, and hey Spike, we're using our eyes of faith and we're looking through a glass darkly, and we're in the middle of a war. So for us to be as focused as Jesus, I think we will need lots of encouragement from one another, devotion to the Word of God, and prayer. I think we would look a lot like the church in Acts 2, where we are more concerned about getting rid of our stuff in order to help others. The preaching of the Word, people being saved. I think it would look a lot more like that. But I think it would take a lot of effort on our part to get there. So that's my thoughts for tomorrow's discussion. I'm sorry this video is so late. Love you guys.